People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Southwestern's boys are going to state. Will the Golden Eagle boys go to state? We'll find out. Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to high school basketball on 97.7 Country WGLR, WGLR.com, and the 97.7 Country WGLR mobile app worldwide, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. From Watertown High School, this is the WIAA Division V Watertown Sectional Final. The Barneveld Golden Eagles against the Sheboygan Lutheran Crusaders. The winner heads to the Kohl Center in Madison for the State Division V tournament Friday morning, joining Southwestern, which beat Wisconsin Rapids Assumption 44-43 earlier today. From the Ayers Furniture Best Seats in the House, I'm Steve Prestigard along with John Satterley. And in a postseason where being the favorite doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win, and especially in the past week, John, the question of who's the favorite today is kind of interesting, because on one hand, you've got Barneveld, which of the teams in the southern half of Division V, they're the only team that won their conference. They have the best overall record. So are they the favorite today?
It's really hard to look at that, Steve. Who's favorite, who's not. Barneveld has been kind of overlooked all season long. The Six Rivers East has been overlooked all season long, especially when you saw Pecatonica lose in the first round, where they seeded higher than maybe they should have been because their opponents weren't as difficult. Well, Barneveld has shown that they are a team to beat, and being led by Hunter Larson, they have been showing time and time again that their record is not a fluke. They are a team that is for real.
They were the team. In fact, they were the best team. There was really not a whole lot of question, not just in the Six Rivers East, but the entire Six Rivers. They only have one loss all season in the Six Rivers between playing the two divisions. But on the other hand, here's Sheboygan Lutheran. They are the defending runner-up in Division V. They got to the championship game last year before losing. So at minimum, you have to say that the Crusaders know exactly what this game is about.
Yeah, you have to give them the edge. They've been here. They've been able to get to this point of the season, and maybe their best player isn't their best player. This is a team that is loaded with weapons that Barneveld's going to have to try to cut down and slow down if they have a chance today.
Interestingly, both of these teams knocked off, we talked about who's the favorite, they knocked off number one seeds. Both of them. Sheboygan Lutheran needed overtime, but beat the number one seed Oakfield 63-53 on Thursday. And Barneveld, of course, a winner over Madison Abundant Life. And what worked Thursday for the Golden Eagles?
What worked for them was the full court press. They were able to get Abundant Life out of their rhythm. They never really got into a rhythm during the whole contest, plus timely shooting. Their three-point shots, they were able to hit those. They don't live and die by the three-point shot, which is, I guess you could say, a good thing. They don't live and die by the three-point shot. But Barneveld, they were led by Hunter Larson. Again, he had 17 points. They have three players that could score double digits, maybe even a fourth. When you look at Connor Jasinski, he was the leading scorer last year for the Barneveld Golden Eagles. And then coming into this year, he's taken more of a backseat role, letting Hunter Larson go ahead, being the point guard. And the one you really have to look at, too, is Mason Durst. He is a sophomore. And yes, if the name sounds familiar, for those of you that haven't followed the Barneveld Golden Eagles, it is the younger brother of Izzy Durst. That's on the girls basketball program, averaging 20 points per game. Mason, he's really come into his own with a huge growth spurt. He is a legit 6'6". You'll hear him coming up in the interview with Tyler Sullivan. He says he's 6'7", but he could still be growing. As Hunter Larson, he just grew a couple of inches over the last season. So again, this is a team literally on the rise, not just metaphorically, but also physically still growing.
And the thing that is interesting to point out is how many teams can bring a 6'6" player off the bench. Mm-hmm. That's a big plus, I would have to think, for Barneveld.
It is, and a lot of that's just because of his youth is why he's coming off the bench. And also we've seen this with some players. They thrive more sitting on the bench before getting into the game, they get to see the game evolve and come into it before they do their damage on the court.
This is the last Division 5 sectional final. We know that the teams going to state will be Southwestern. They beat Wisconsin Rapids Assumption 44-43 earlier today on Super Hits 106. Also, Reedsville over Tigerton 56-45, and Prentice over Turtle Lake today 62-58. All that on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. When we return, the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County.
Don't forget the cheese.
And we're back in 2 minutes on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Pregame 1.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Lancaster, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Bradley Preer, agent at Bradley Preer Agency, LLC. Call me at 608-723-2990, and let's talk about your insurance needs today. Contact Bradley Preer, agent at Bradley Preer Agency, LLC at 608-723-2990 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersAndDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Pregame 1.
Raleigh Cheese pregame show on 97.7 Country WGLR. Division 5 sectional final, second of the day. Barneveld and Sheboygan Lutheran were joined by Sheboygan Lutheran coach Nick Verhagen. Thanks for joining us, and congratulations. Let's talk first about how you outscored team 10 points in overtime.
Well, we hit a 3 to start the half, which was enormous for our momentum and our confidence going into, and the way we finished that half was very poor, except for that shot we hit at the horn. So the hitting my 24 hitting the 3 to start the half, and then getting a stop and coming down and getting a basket was about all we needed. And then we played much better defense, but I think they were pretty deflated after the way the regulation ended and then the way the overtime started. So,
okay. How do you feel like your season is going? I mean, it's a tall standard to go from the state championship game to the next year. But how do you feel like your team's playing right now?
Outstanding. I say we're battle tested. We play in conference games, non-conference games that are extremely difficult. And so the reason for that is to prepare for situations like this. There's absolutely nothing like a sectional final game. And unless you're a part of it from the inside out, you just don't understand, even from the outside in, when you look at this gym right now and see how exciting it is. Yeah, they're ready to go. So we're ready to go. I think our non-cons and our conference games have gotten us ready for these moments.
All right. And because obviously when you get to state, you did win the sectional final last year. Based on your experience, what's the key to winning this game?
Well, I think, everybody's a little nervous in these situations, and being able to work through those things during warm-ups is really important. And then to start the game and be able to catch your first breath and be able to know that it's just another game, although it's really not, but it's just another game and you got to work through it. It's a game of basketball. It's the things we've been working on since, June. There's still 5 guys on the court on each team and 3 referees, and the better team's going to win.
Okay, now it's Barneveld. Like you, they knocked off a number 1 seed on Thursday, the sectional semifinal. What about the Golden Eagles? Looks like a challenge. What do you feel like you have to do this afternoon?
Well, we certainly have to contain number 11. We've watched a ton of film on them. They run a really nice offense, a lot of high ball screens that we got to work through. They got strong guard play, and they transition really well offensively. So I think, when you get to this situation, I'm sure they'd say the same thing. You're not changing a lot of things. You're doing the things you've been working on for a long time, maybe a couple tweaks here and there, but what you've shown and been successful doing in beating those 1 seeds or beating the teams you've beaten in the last month, probably the things you're going to stick with. So it's just going to be one of those situations where, maybe a hot shooter gets hot, stays hot, and a hot shooter gets cold and stays cold. So hopefully that's not a team with a green jersey on.
All right. Thanks a lot. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Nick Verhagen, the Sheboygan Lutheran coach. More after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Pregame 2.
Did you know that lung cancer is one of the most treatable cancers when caught early? That's where a simple lung screening can make all the difference. If you're 50 or older and have a history of smoking, a lung screening could help detect issues early before they become a problem. Call 608-723-2131 to schedule your lung screening and take charge of your health today. Accepting Medical Associates, Dean, and Quartz Insurance, to name a few. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
This is Mike Phillips, president of Mound City Bank. For over 110 years, Mound City Bank has been locally owned and proud to serve our communities. While other banks change ownership, our commitment to you stays the same.
Welcome back.
We're not changing, we're growing with you. With 6 convenient locations in Platteville, Belmont, Cuba City, Minner Point, and Mount Horeb, Mound City Bank is proud to be part of your community. Call us today at 888-622-6069 and discover why we're proud to be here for you. Member FDIC.
Welcome.
This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Grain markets move fast, and reacting to every headline can lead to stress and second-guessing. If you're looking for a clearer, more consistent approach to marketing your grain, join Compeer Financial on March 18th at 1 p.m. for a free webinar, Reframing Grain Marketing, from price reaction to risk strategy. You'll learn from grain market experts on how future markets work, how to separate futures from basis decisions, and how to better understand your overall risk position. It's practical, it's foundational, and it's free. Register today at compeer.com/webinar.
Pregame 2.
Welcome back to your Raleigh Cheese pregame show on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The road to the Kohl Center continues this afternoon from Watertown High School. WIAA Division 5 Boys Sectional Championship, as it is Sheboygan Lutheran taking on the Barneveld Golden Eagles. Now being joined by Golden Eagle head coach Tyler Sullivan. And coach, what a thrilling couple of weeks this has been for Barneveld basketball, girls and boys. And right now you're the final one standing. How are the boys coming into this matchup? How are they feeling and how are they anticipating this one?
I mean, like I said, I've said it in multiple kind of interviews after this last week. Like I said, it's a group that's locked in, and I think, we had a great day yesterday up with the girls, and, unfortunately they got beat. But like I said, everyone's just so proud of them, and, now it's hopefully our boys' turn. So,
well, if there's anything good with this building being in Watertown, the last time Barneveld played in this building, it was also a sectional championship and made it to state. How are you trying to feel the same vibes, with today, knowing this has kind of been a gym of really good intentions for the Barneveld Golden Eagles?
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of good memories here. Not so good memories at times, but
right.
Again, it's one of those. I think we found out Thursday night against Abundant Life that we can be a pretty damn good basketball team too. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Absolutely, everybody was stepping up at the right time. You had Mason coming off the bench, really contributing good minutes, and he's still a sophomore. His growth here in the playoff run seems to have really gotten a lot better. What have you seen from him that's helped you to lean on this sophomore, maybe more than you'd anticipated?
Yeah, like I say, I could tell this summer, that we were going to need him. And I think, to start the year, it was just kind of that confidence thing. But as you get a kid like that going, like I said, he's 6'6", or he claims he's 6'7", but, just athletic. He can play inside out. He's got to get a little bit stronger at times, but he's just able to do so much for us defensively too, rebounding the basketball and kind of deterrent shots. So I'm really glad we got him on our team.
He's 6'7" with the hair.
Yeah, there you go.
You got to go with the good hair. Let's talk about Sheboygan Lutheran. What have you seen with them? Again, what I'm looking at Bound Wisconsin, they've got one really, really good player that's averaging 20 plus, and he's 6'5". What have you seen with film with him and other members of Sheboygan Lutheran that could give you fits?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really good team. Obviously, they've made it to the state championship game last year. Obviously, they lost some seniors. Yeah, the number 3, he's tough, man. He's 6'5". He's really athletic. He loves to get to the rim, and really that's all of them. They're all quick. They love to get to the rim. They got a couple kids that can shoot it, and then honestly, their best player in my mind's number 25. I think he tore his ACL maybe over the summer, so he's back. Okay. He came off the bench the other night for him, but again, he's probably their most well-rounded player. I think he's about 6'2", but yeah, I mean, number 3, number 5, they're both 6'4", 6'5", and love to just get after you. So, like I said, it should be a good matchup for us, but we're going to have to match their intensity for sure.
Other than matching their intensity, what do you think will be the main key to the game for the Barneveld Golden Eagles making their trip to the state, to the Kohl Center for the first time in 9 years?
Yeah, it's one of those, kind of my saying is nothing easy, nothing twice. We got to, they're a dribble drive team. We got to keep them out of the paint. And then, like I said, if we force a bad shot, we got to get the rebound.
Absolutely. Don't allow those offensive rebounds, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Coach, appreciate the time as always. Look forward to seeing a great one here today. And hopefully we're doing this in the postgame show as well, talking about a trip to state.
I would love it, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's head coach Tyler Sullivan of the Barneveld Golden Eagles. Join us here in our Raleigh Cheese pregame show. More after this timeout. The road to the Kohl Center continues here on 97.7 Country, WGLR, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
When pain or injury slows you down, Medical Associates Orthopedics is here to help you get back in motion. From joint and muscle care to sports-related injuries, our teams work together to create a plan that fits your life. Whether you're on the field or just staying active, you have us to help you get moving again. Medical Associates Orthopedics. Call 563-584-4460. That's 563-584-4460. Or visit mahealthcare.com.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Pregame 3.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel live and archive coverage powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Laley Center Monroe. Cunis Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram of Platteville powers our audio stream of today's broadcast. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models and is open Monday through Saturday. Head to Cunis in Platteville. If you get there by 5 o'clock, I would say, tell them you want to put a snowplow on the Ram pickup or the Jeep.
Right.
With what the forecast is. We are way upstairs, closer to the ceiling than the floor here at Watertown, and broadcasting from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Ayers Furniture in downtown Ridgeway for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. For what's sure to be the best seat in your house, be sure to visit Ayers Furniture at ayersfurniture.com. Our injury report brought to you by Russell Law Offices. If you've been injured, contact Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. Only player who's out or was out and is now back is Zach Leonard for Sheboygan Lutheran. He had an ACL injury to his right knee during the season, but he is apparently back. He had 16 points off the bench in their overtime win on Thursday over Oakfield.
Well, you heard Tyler Sullivan talk about that, thinking that Zach Leonard is the best player on this team, and take nothing away from Brennan Hackbath, a 6'5 senior who's coming into this game only averaging 22 points per game.
Colors of the game presented by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Sheboygan Lutheran, you may be familiar with them. Perhaps you remember a kid from Sheboygan who ended up playing at Wisconsin, Sam Decker.
Oh, yeah, that name kind of rings a bell.
So Sheboygan Lutheran, green jerseys, white numbers and trim. I guess the gold kind of went away. And Barneveld, the home team today, wearing white jerseys with purple numbers and gold trim. And when we return, first half, Barneveld, Sheboygan Lutheran for a trip to state after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 1, contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
If it's a double 50 or double 4 parlor you milk, see Fuller's Milker Center, your Kia dealer. Fuller's offers a complete line of high technology solutions to make your dairy a model of efficiency with state-of-the-art milking systems, revolutionary milking units, and the latest in udder prep and post-dipping systems with the best in automated animal monitoring. No matter how many cows you milk, you can rely on Fuller's Milker Center, LLC in Lancaster and Richland Center to keep your operation at peak efficiency.
Fuller's Milker Center.
Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
In Game 1.
Watertown High School, the site of the last Division 5 sectional final game. Barneveld and Sheboygan Lutheran, whoever wins today will join Southwestern, which beat Wisconsin Rapids Assumption 44-43. Reedsville, which won 56-45 over Tigerton. And Prentice, which beat Turtle Lake 62-58. Saturday. Well, somebody will be there Saturday, but Friday morning at the Kohl Center. Breakfast at the Kohl Center. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC, bring you today's game. Also, McNett Electric in Belmont. They can assist you with all your electrical needs. Whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential, Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont, and now our national anthem. The Sheboygan Lutheran High School Band proving, whether it's the home team or the road team, sung or played, the national anthem is best performed live. Our game today brought to you by Southwest Tech and Fenimore, building careers and strengthening communities across Southwest Wisconsin. Apply now for fall 2026 at swtc.edu/apply. Southwest Tech, proud to serve Southwest Wisconsin. We're also brought to you by Garthwaite Real Estate and New Home Construction and Claire Bank, with our 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Time for the starting lineups presented by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's Complete Hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fullers in Lancaster and Richland Center and at FullersNokerCenter.com. Sheboygan Lutheran 22-6, 9-3 in the Big East South. And they'll start McCoy Michael, 5'10 sophomore, 13.4 points a game, 16 in the win against Duisburg Thursday. Brendan Hackbarth, 6'5 senior, 21.9 points, 7.3 rebounds per game, 15 against Duisburg. James Schultz, 6'4 junior, 7.9 points per game. Oliver Liebum, 5'11 junior, 12.8 points and 5 rebounds a game. And Ben Verhagen, 6'2 junior, 7.5 points per game. Barneveld, 23-5, 17-1 in the Six Rivers East. They will start Cooper Shipman, 6'1 senior, 5.5 points a game, 6 in the win over Madison Abundant Life on Thursday. Connor Jasinski, 5'11 senior, 7 points a game, 15 against Madison Abundant Life. Brigham Shope, 5'11 junior, 4.4 points a game, 7 against Abundant Life. Hunter Larson, 6'1 senior, 18.1 points a game, 17 against Abundant Life. And Mason, actually Judson Pote, 6'3 senior, 12.2 points a game, 8 against Abundant Life. And Ty Thousand, 6'1 senior, 8 points, 3.2 rebounds a game. He had 3 against the Abundant Life, also Crusaders, I believe, right? Was Abundant Life the Crusaders also?
Yes.
All right. Tyler Sullivan, 9 seasons.
Abundant Life, they are the challengers.
Oh, that's right. Crusaders, challengers. Yeah. Okay.
One's a type of vehicle.
Tomato. Right. Tyler Sullivan, 9 seasons coaching Barneveld. Nick Verhagen, 14 coaching Sheboygan Lutheran, which lost the Division V championship game last year to Cochran Fountain City.
And the last time that Barneveld played in this building, they defeated Hilbert 62-42 on March 11, 2017.
And the opening tip is laid up and in. It actually was won by Barneveld, but then they turned it over, and Libum puts it in, and it's immediately 2-0 Sheboygan Lutheran. At the right wing is Jasinski. Takes a step, goes to the left side, and Shipman. Now up top is Thousand. At the right wing, Jasinski will drive into the lane, lays it up, doesn't get the drop. And Sheboygan Lutheran the rebound, and a long pass down, then out to the right wing. And then out to the left wing, fake 3, driving in Libum, and he puts it in. 4-0 Sheboygan Lutheran, and we're 45 seconds into the first half. Barneveld trying for its first state trip since winning it all in 2017. That was the second year in a row that Barneveld got to state. Here's the 3 from the right wing that doesn't go for Thousand. And Sheboygan Lutheran back the other way, leading 4-0. This is Libum with it. Drives, basket, and a foul. And Libum will try to complete the 3-point play. First foul of the game will be on Shipman. We're brought to you by Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. Libum at the foul line, 61%. Our game brought to you by Southwest Health. They have over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists. So you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Libum's free throw doesn't go in. Offensive rebound by Hackbarth. Shot is short. Shot is up and in on the rebound, and it's 8-0. Hackbarth on the rebound, 8-0. Sheboygan Lutheran, 16:40 left in the first half. Shipman at the left wing. Up top to Thousand. Not the right wing. Jasinski drives to the baseline and gets called for traveling.
Right now, Sheboygan Lutheran, their pacing is just, Barneveld looks like they're running through quicksand. Sheboygan Lutheran looking very crisp right now. Their passes look good, and they are able to basically do anything at will against this Barneveld defense.
Mason Durst for Barneveld, 6'6 sophomore, 10.2 points a game, and he had 12 in the win on Thursday. 8-0 Sheboygan Lutheran, 16:20 remaining in the first half. Fake 3 going in. Hackbarth now back out in the lane. And pass to the left wing, and Verhagen fakes the 3. Now the right side of the lane. Libum hit a bad spot on the floor, came back up faster than he thought, but not a travel, or not a carry. Here is Michael driving the lane, and then out to the corner, and up top to Hackbarth. He goes to the left wing. Hackbarth driving, and a shot is blocked. And back comes Barneveld with it. Shovel pass down and laid up, but missed by Shipman. And it goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Barneveld. We're brought to you by Great Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, providing exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Great Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Over at the right side, Pode. And now underneath, laid up. Pode's shot is short. And a whistle and a foul on Barneveld on the rebound.
Golden Eagles need to make those shots. They've had 3 shots down low, point-blank range, and they've left them just a touch short. You cannot let those golden opportunities pass you by when you're down 8-0 in a game of this magnitude.
Judson Pode called for his first foul, and Barneveld's second. Were brought to you by Pilling Electric Service and PE Pump Service in Montfort. 8-0 Sheboygan Lutheran, 15:20 left first half. Over at the right wing is Verhagen. Now passes over to Hackbarth, left side of the lane. Back out to Verhagen, fakes the 3. Spin move into the lane, then back out. Hackbarth from the corner, out to the left wing of Verhagen. Now picked up by Libum between the circles. Over to the right wing it goes, and Michael dribbling there, now getting some pressure. Over to Verhagen to the right wing. And then in traffic, puts up and lays it up and in. Barneveld fans thought he walked, but Libum with a basket makes it 10-0 Sheboygan Lutheran with 14:40 left to the first half.
Missed a shuffle.
Dribbling with it at the left wing. Here's a pass underneath, laid up and missed by Durst. Gets his own rebound, and that does drop in. And Barneveld finally has scored 10-2. Barneveld trailing, 14:29 left first half. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 2.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Whether you are mowing, grading, or just taking care of your property, you need the proven reliability of #1 selling Kubota compact tractors to help you get it all done right. Stop by Ritchie Implement today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $37.50 now through February 28th. See Ritchie's or go to KubotaUSA.com. See them or go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for full disclaimer. Ritchie Implement in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster. In game 2.
14:19 left of the first half. 10-2. Sheboygan Lutheran leading Barneveld. Libum up top. The corner 3. Bullseye for Verhagen. And it's 13-2. Sheboygan Lutheran in front 4 minutes into the first half. Of course, we know for the Southwestern game that big early leads do not necessarily lead to the final result. Jasinski over to Durst at the right wing, right side of the lane. Now back to Hunter Larson. And Larson got his shot blocked. And back the other way. Blocked shot, but laid up, but missed. And Barneveld comes up with it. And up the front side is Larson. He shovels it over, and laying it up is Durst, and he'll go to the foul line. With 13:27 left to the first half after a rather wild sequence that was.
They're letting him play a little bit, and the one thing you don't want to do is let Hunter Larson know he can get away with a few things. He is definitely out there, and he's not afraid to mix it up with everybody. Now you have to get Mason Durst. He's at the line making his first free throw. He needs to man up on this one because it looks like he could have a great game if he goes off.
Durst, a 48% foul shooter, but he hits the first. The foul on Hackbarth, that is Sheboygan Lutheran's first foul, and Durst hits them both. 13-4 Sheboygan Lutheran, 13:27 left first half. We're brought to you by Edward Jones, Reeves Management in Platteville, and Utter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel. Barneveld now showing some pressure at half court. Now it's Hackbarth with it into the corner, tipped away, and loose and stolen by Barneveld in the lane. And back up the far side, Jasinski Hands it off behind him, and Larson had it tipped out of his hands out of bounds. Back it'll go to Barneveld. We're brought to you by Fritz's Burger Service in Darlington and McKeon Landscaping Services in Blanchardville.
Number 5, Brigham Shaw.
Brigham Shaw in for Barneveld. 5'11" junior. We're brought to you by Saunders Oil Company, Warren, Illinois, and First Response Excavation and Grading in Bloomington. At the left wing, a drive and a foul. Now that'll even the foul count at 2 team each. McCoy Michael called for his first, and that is his name. We saw his name and thought it was reversed, but it is actually McCoy Michael.
Mm-hmm. At least that's how it's in the roster sheet.
Well, if it's not right there.
Right.
Over at the left wing with it is Larson. Now at the right wing, Shipman. Shipman looks and puts it up for 3 right wing. Bullseye! 13-7 for Cooper Shipman's 3. Barneveld down 6, 12.5 minutes left in the first half. Left wing, it's Libum to the baseline, now to the corner, and a 3. Bullseye for Michael. Michael, a 36% shooter from 3, 16-7. Sheboygan Lutheran with 12:14 left in the first half. Shipman goes to the right wing, hands it off, and it's Larson with it at the right wing. Larson bounce pass to Durst, and he lays it up and in, and it's 16-9, 6 minutes into the first half. Pass over to the corner, the back out to the right wing, to the left wing, and Libum into the corner from Michael. He goes to the left wing, passes right wing. Fake one way. Now backing in, out to the corner, goes to Michael, and he stepped on the end line. That seems to be the favorite violation these days, stepping on one of the sidelines out of bounds. It's like players don't know because they've never played here before.
This is a huge gymnasium. You have courts going north and south on either side, and then you have this court going east and west. So, yeah, there's a lot of room in here, but the court is actually kind of small compared to the building it's in.
And you would think not very good shooting backdrops because of the distance out to the back wall. At the right wing, Schoff up to Pode. Now back out to the corner it goes, over to Schoff along the arc. Passed into the corner, or the right wing, 3 for Pode, doesn't go. And back comes Sheboygan Lutheran on the rebound. Picked up by Libum. Now behind him, Hackbarth. Hackbarth to the lane and then back out to Libum at the left wing. Into the corner for Verhagen. And then left side of the lane getting triple team, but the shot is blocked. Back the other way comes Barneveld in a 3-on-1, and Durst lays it up and in. 16-11 with 10:40 left in the first half. Sheboygan with the ball. Sheboygan Lutheran the ball in the lead. Right wing Libum. Now a left wing 3 doesn't go for Verhagen, but they get the offensive rebound. Top of the silo 3 for Zach Leonard, 6'2 senior, the guy with the bad knee. And Barneveld comes up with a rebound after the miss. Here's Larson to the foul line. Shovels it behind him to the left wing to Durst. Now at the right wing is Thousand for 3. Bullseye! Ty Thousand, 16-14. Sheboygan Lutheran coming down to 10 minutes left in the first half. Spin move in the lane and missed. And the rebound grabbed by Thousand. And over to the right wing. Larson for 3 in the lead. Off the rim. Offensive rebound by Durst. And we're tied. Tied at 16. 9:45 left in the first half. And Barneveld has weathered the early storm.
Barneveld is here. Everybody on their feet.
Pass up top, Libum over to the right wing, and Hackbarth now inside. Shot deflected, but puts up and in.
Good defense, though, by Mason Durst to not leave his feet and draw the foul.
Hackbarth with the basket makes it 18-16. Sheboygan Lutheran. Now a left wing 3 is short, but saved by Durst. Now Larson, or driving it in, actually Pode, lays it up in the lane and misses. And the rebound grabbed by Verhagen with 9:10 left in the first half. And Sheboygan Lutheran leading 18-16. Backing into the lane is Libum to the corner, and a three for Leonard. Bullseye. Just like that, Sheboygan Lutheran up 5. 8:55 left first half, 21-16. At the right wing is 1,000 to the corner, then back out. And out driving is Durst for the top of the silo, lays it up underhanded and short.
It was a nice move.
Grab back the other way, did everything but finish. Left wing three, fake by Hackbarth, now puts up the free throw line jumper, doesn't get that. Back comes Barneveld with it. Larson swings past the defense and lays it up and in.
What a juke.
21-18 with 8:19 left in the first half.
Larson faked right and he went left all the way to the rack.
And went past 3 defenders. Taking it all the way in is Libum. Missed the shot but a foul on Barneveld.
Reaching in on Ty Thousand.
His first, Barneveld's third.
At the line shooting 2 for Lutheran, Oliver Libum.
Libum will try the free throws again. We're brought to you by Bender Outdoors on the score in Lancaster. Short on the first. Golden Eagle Bar and Grill offers great food with a fun atmosphere in Barneveld. Gather your family and friends and enjoy a great meal at the Golden Eagle Bar and Grill in Barneveld. Also Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, and Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel. Second free throw is good. One of two extends the lead to 22-18 for Sheboygan Lutheran as we come down to 8 minutes left in the first half.
The Golden Eagles may be down 4, but they just showed earlier that they can be down. They can get really hot and erase any lead.
Jasinski for 3 off the rim and out, and it'll go back to Sheboygan Lutheran. We're brought to you by Anytime Roofing. Visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com. See how Anytime Roofing can up with their next roofing or siding project. Northland Buildings also bring you today's game. Russell Law Offices, Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. And Barneveld Legion Post 433 in Barneveld.
And just a reminder on that, no bingo tomorrow due to the weather.
And there's a tip and a steal. Shipman comes up with it, lays it up and in.
Beautiful.
And Shipman steal and score makes it 22-20 Sheboygan Lutheran with 7.5 minutes left of the first half.
The Eagle squad is sneaky good.
Well, I don't think there's any question about that. When you go 17-1 in the Six Rivers.
But they haven't been given the respect all year.
Well, there's a way to fix that. Here's a shot, pass up top.
Win.
And Larson back out. Top of the silo three is short. And the ball grabbed on the rebound by Jasinski. Over at the left wing is 1,000. Now picked up over at the right wing is Judson Pode. He looks now, passes inside, laid up, and a foul.
Boom!
And a basket.
Boy, Hunter Larson.
Sheboygan Lutheran fans didn't care for that. McCoy Michael, meanwhile, picks up his second foul.
They're used to those calls going their way. He was moving underneath the basket, where if you saw that on the other end, it would normally be called as well. That was actually a really good call by the officials, catching the defender moving and not completely set.
And Larson's free throw gives Barneveld its first lead, 23-22, with 6:52 left of the first half.
After being down 8-0.
Libum up top, and out of the left wing goes Libum. Pass underneath, shot, travel, no basket.
Oh! Yeah, he shuffled his feet down low. They are letting them play. This is an extremely physical game, but Barneveld is rising up to the challenge. Where other teams, when this has happened, they've normally overcompensated. Barneveld's just playing their game.
Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family's unique will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville. Over at the right wing is Shipman. Passes up top to Durst. Over to the left wing it goes now. And then a lob to Durst underneath. He comes back out to the left wing. Up top it's 1,000. And over behind him picked up by Pode. Now another pass up top over to 1,000 at the right wing. Think about a three, but getting pestered by a Sheboygan Lutheran defender. Between the circles, Pode.
No need to rush it.
And Jasinski behind him picked up. And Shipman to the left elbow. Pass over to the right corner. Pulled for three. Rims out. Offensive rebound put up. That's short. Another offensive rebound laid up by Durst. That doesn't go. Podes has it again. Full shot doesn't go. They get it again. And a shot from the foul line. That doesn't go. And Sheboygan Lutheran, after 5 cracks at the basket, gets the ball back. And then a quick pass underneath to Verhagen. Now shot in the lane and a foul with 5:30 left in the first half.
Another bunny by Barneveld not made. They got lucky here on this end on defense. That's not an and one.
Ty Thousand now with 2 fouls for Barneveld. 4 fouls on the Eagles and 3 on the Crusaders. Brought to you by WCC Brands Custom Apparel at Kieler and WCC-brands.com and Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com. First free throw good for Hackbarth, who is a 78% foul shooter. We're tied at 23. Breckler Insurance Group, for all your insurance needs. See Steve Landowski at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance serving Southeast Wisconsin for over 95 years. Second free throw is good. And Sheboygan Lutheran up 24-23. 5.5 minutes left of the first half. Brought up the near side from the perspective of the Ayers Furniture Bessie in the house. Now Shipman drives and lays it up and in.
Beautiful move.
Sheboygan Lutheran's been a little slow on defense in a couple of possessions here, and it's cost them points.
Might have been their adrenaline early on. They got out to that quick start, but now they've kind of been a little sloppy.
Barneveld back up, 25-24, 5:05 left first half. At the left wing, Libum up top to Hackbarth. Now at the right wing with it is Leonard over to the left wing of Verhagen. And a drive, Hackbarth, the jumper doesn't drop in. They got a big start. Now they haven't been shooting well at all. Back the other way comes Barneveld. And out it goes to the left wing, and a three. Bullseye!
Rhythm three.
Shipman's three, and it's 28-24. Barneveld's largest lead with 4.5 minutes left in the first half.
Great passing and getting shots in rhythm instead of forcing what Barneveld's doing right now.
Brock Seefeld, 6-foot senior, into the game for Sheboygan Lutheran, and he drives and he misses. And whereas before it was Sheboygan Lutheran only giving Barneveld one shot, now it's the other way around. Jasinski at the right wing, drives baseline, puts it up too hard, and the free throw line rebound. Back the other way comes Libum. He lays it up and in. 28-26 with 3:55 remaining in the first half. Pass out to the left wing, and Jasinski drives the lane, doesn't get an offensive rebound, and a trip to the foul line with 3:42 left in the first half.
Barneveld right there again. Both teams are missing bunnies down low. It's like the spin is just off. It's hitting the backboard, rimming around, and going off. Barneveld just has not been able to do that to convert. Neither has Sheboygan Lutheran, so both have taken a breather, but Larson just misses the free throw again.
28-26, pending the second free throw. Bryan's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros of Bryan's get the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Bryan's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Second free throw good. 29-26. Barneveld with 3:38 left in the first half. They have weathered the 8-0 deficit they started the game on. And a pass out to the top of the silo to three. Short. Ball chased down to the rebound by Pode. And back comes Barneveld with it. Pass out to the left wing. And then a stop. Pode for three, left wing. Doesn't get it. And the battle for the rebound in the lane, grabbed away. And the pass to the corner. And a three from there. That doesn't go. And Sheboygan Lutheran on the rebound with 3:05 left in the first half. Right side of the lane, and there's the inline again.
Yep. Sheboygan Lutherans wanting a foul on Barneveld's defense, but they're not hooking anything. They are sliding their feet and utilizing that baseline as a second defender.
Our game brought to you by Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist, Platteville, Dodgeville, AppliedMicro.biz, also Veterinary Associates in Hazel Green, and Lyle Financial Group in Platteville. 2:50 left of the first half, 3-point Barneveld lead, 29-26. Durst from the right wing to the lane and loses the ball.
Stripped away.
Back comes Sheboygan Lutheran with 2:40 left in the first half. Taking it all the way in, but hard on the shot. And a whistle, and the ball goes out of bounds at the scorer's table, and it will be Barneveld basketball.
Right in front of Coach Sullivan as he was diving after it for Sheboygan Lutheran. Just not able to get the ball. Barneveld right now, they're holding it together. This game has kind of gotten a little sloppy on both sides.
Herms' Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington. Herms' Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main Street in Platteville. See Herms' for the perfect paint for your next project. Herms' Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. Up top, Shipman to the left wing. 2:20 left in the first half. Durst right at the point. Over to the right wing, and Shipman. Now between the circles, Pode kind of lurched a little bit, but then passed it without getting called for traveling. And a contested three is short. The rebound by Seafeld.
Larson wanted a foul, thought his arm got hit.
And a quick pass underneath, shot up and good for Libum. And it is 29-28. Barneveld with 1:50 left in the first half. Over to the left wing, and foul called. Brigham Schoaf gets fouled with 107 seconds left in the half. Seafeld called for his fifth foul on the Crusaders. Book your parties today at the High Point Steakhouse in Ridgeway. The Grand Ballroom is the perfect place to host holiday parties for family and friends, along with business meetings, weddings, and more. High Point Steakhouse in Ridgeway. Steak sounds pretty good right now. Top of the silo three is short and goes out of bounds. They'll go back to Sheboygan Lutheran with 1:36 left in the half.
Yeah, Barneveld needs to pass the ball a little bit. Don't start rushing these threes and start panicking. You're up by one. You've been doing a great job to this point. Don't rush it.
Medical Associates Clinic, your trusted tri-state healthcare leader, serving the Cuba City, Lancaster, and Platteville communities. Pass to the right side of the lane, laid up and down. And Libum gives Sheboygan Lutheran the lead, 30-29 at a timeout. 30 will keep it here with 1:20 left in the first half. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch Cobb in Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland, TriStar Mulch Cobb in Platteville. Carver's Hardwood Flooring for hardwood flooring, store installation, or refinish needs. Call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, standard finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full service repair on cars and light trucks through Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best in Fenimore. Also, Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer, Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and Sloans.com. Boss Electric, call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher, Boss Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. And People's State Bank for personal, home, business, and egg loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. 1:20 left in the first half, 30-29 Sheboygan Lutheran. And it'll be walked up across the Gosling at half court that kind of really looks more like Huey, Dewey, or Louie. There are Ducks, of course. Here's Pode at the left wing. Goes left side of the lane and goes over the defender, puts it up, in and out. And the rebound by Verhagen with 54 seconds left to the half.
Barneveld got away with a hook there down low.
Leonard to Seafeld up top, to the left wing and Hackbarth. Hackbarth passes toward the corner and Verhagen. Verhagen there, now over to Hackbarth at the left wing, or left corner, and he is fouled with 35.9 seconds left to the half. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control. Salute your local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional friendly service. Ty Thousand now called for his third foul.
Yeah, and he didn't push the guy with the ball toward the hoop. He pushed him to the baseline.
Shot missed, but the rebound good for Leonard, and it's 32-29. Sheboygan Lutheran with 26 seconds left to the half.
And they just got away with that hook that Barneveld got away with, so they're letting that hook go if you're going one-on-one down low.
At the right wing, Durst, who's back in the game, over to Schoaf. Up top, left wing pass, 14 seconds in the half. Spin move, then the lane put up and good.
Hunter Larson.
And that's Hunter Larson. 6 seconds left, 32-31, Sheboygan Lutheran. Spin move in the lane, pass underneath, laid up, and a foul with 1/2 second left in the first half.
Hunter Larson.
The Barneveld foul.
That's his first.
His first team 6.
16 fouls, but it is a shooting foul with a half second left. And the first free throw good for Hackbarth. SoundCloud is where you can find archived audio of our broadcast. Download the SoundCloud app and search Queen Bee Radio Sports, powered by Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center. Second free throw, no good, and that's the half. And so, after one half of sectional final basketball, Sheboygan Lutheran 33, Barneveld 31. More after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 3.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family Dental. Something we take pride in is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Our investment in the latest technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile the best it can be. Contact Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental now, and let's start this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
I'm Todd Mitchell, Vice President, Retail Lending Officer at Mound City Bank in Platteville. Are you ready to start building that dream home you've always wanted? We'll be there for you through the entire process, from securing the loan when you find the perfect property to managing your construction loan. We keep the process moving so you can focus on making memories. Contact us at Mound City Bank at 888-622-6069. And let's get working on making your dream a reality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mound City Bank.
In Game 3.
Grand Regional Health Center, a People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center, Monroe. 33-31. Sheboygan Lutheran leading Barneveld at the half. More after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 4.
Is hip pain keeping you from being active and enjoying life? Grant Regional Health Center now offers direct anterior approach hip replacement, a revolutionary surgical technique to improve mobility, decrease pain, and get you back to your favorite activities. Our specially trained surgical team utilizes advanced technology for enhanced accuracy and precision that is unique to your body. To learn more about relieving hip pain, visit grantregional.com/hip or call us at 608-723-2131. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
In Game 4.
Sheboygan Lutheran leads Barneveld 33-31 at the half. On 97.7 Country WGLR, the McNett Electric halftime report after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 5. Whether you are mowing, grading, or just taking care of your property, you need the proven reliability of #1 selling Kubota compact tractors to help you get it all done right. Stop by Ritchie Implement today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $37.50 now through February 28th. See Ritchie's or go to KubotaUSA.com. See them or go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for full disclaimer. Ritchie Implement in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster.
Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Whether you're an athlete or a spectator, control your drive on our streets, county roads, and highways to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. This message from the Queen Bee Radio family of stations and the WIAA.
In Game 5.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&M Plumbing and Heating and Electrical in Lely Center, Monroe. Time for the McNett Electric halftime report. For all your electrical needs, Call McNett Electric in Belmont. It has been a very back-and-forth game, and right now it's Sheboygan Lutheran leading at the half over Barneveld 33-31. Winner goes to state. Obviously, when it's a sectional final game. And what does the Shoebox Scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest, say, John?
A lot of games going on today. Let's go first start at what's going on at the Rec Center in Green Bay, Division 5 state championship. The team that defeated the Barneveld Golden Eagles, Pacelli, well, they had no problems with Oliva Strum. Oliva Strum was 30-0. Pacelli 70, Oliva Strum 40. That was the final score for Division 5. Division 4, Albany Monticello. They came from behind to take the lead, but then they fell. The Space Stallions fell to Neelsville, 43-40. Wisconsin Dells lost to Oostburg, 64-37. Those are girls' state championship finals for today. Sectional championship for boys basketball. Starting in our games on Queen Bee Radio today, the Lancaster Flying Arrows, their Cinderella season comes to an end, losing to Lake Mills 85-53. The Southwestern Wildcats are going to state. They defeated the Assumption Royals 44-43 in a thriller. Other teams that are going to be going to state as well, of games that are final, De Pere defeated Brookfield East 97-74. It was Madison Memorial over Verona 58-56. You had Slinger over Notre Dame 53-40. Whitefish Bay over Waterford 60-40. Regis is going to state. They defeated Clear Lake 77-58. It was Appleton North over Kaukauna 58-53. Reedsville, as you said earlier, over Tigerton 56-45. Milwaukee Juneau over Howard's Grove 75-69. Bonduelle over Marathon 78-68. West Salem over Menominee 61-54. Prentice over Turtle Lake 60-58. Racine St. Catharines over Oostburg 74-58. Games upcoming this evening at 5 o'clock. Well, I guess that would be in just about half hour's time. Gay Electric Trempealeau taking on St. Croix Central. Xavier against Seymour at 6 o'clock. McFarland against New Berlin West at 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock games tonight, Wisconsin Lutheran and Racine Case, and Lamira taking on Cambridge.
Scoring in this game, Sheboygan Lutheran led in scoring by Oliver Leibum with 15 points. Brendan Hackbarth with 7. Off the bench, Zach Leonard with 5. Ben Verhagen with 3. And McCoy Michael with 3. And for Barneveld, Hunter Larson with 11 points. Mason Durst with 8 off the bench. Cooper Shipman with 5. And Ty Thousand with 3. Thousand, by the way, has 3 fouls. Barneveld 4 of 5 from the foul line, and Sheboygan Lutheran 4 of 7 from the foul line. What do you have?
The rebounding story. You have Barneveld with 11 defensive rebounds and 8 offensive rebounds for a total of 19. Sheboygan Lutheran only had 3 offensive rebounds out of their 14 total rebounds. Turnovers pretty even. Sheboygan Lutheran with 6, where Barneveld had 5. Second chance points are even, both with 4 apiece. 4 points off of turnovers for Sheboygan Lutheran, where Barneveld only had 1 bucket. That's how the other side of the stats look for both Sheboygan Lutheran and the Barneveld Golden Eagles. Thank you to Randy Hendrickson with the stats.
And Janae Raish with other stats. First time we've ever had 2 statisticians here for this game.
I know, it's like a luxury. 2 broadcasters, 2 statisticians. Here we go.
Watch for the demands of the radio station after this. 33-31, Sheboygan Lutheran leading Barneveld at the half. Second half after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 6, contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Streaming on this Queen Bee radio station is powered by Cunis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Platteville. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models. Open Monday through Saturday with shuttles and loaner vehicles available too. Head to Cunis CUNAS in Platteville.
The agriculture programs at Southwest Tech offer a variety of career training in the areas of dairy, livestock, and mechanics. Pursue a degree in production agriculture to obtain diverse careers, including herd manager, farm equipment manager, custom operator, and more. Receive hands-on training through farm tours, operation, and management of the college's crop ground. Learn more at swtc.edu/ag. Southwest Tech. This is where you belong.
In Game 6.
And in addition to that, Southwest Tech in Portmore is building careers and strengthening communities across Southwest Wisconsin. Apply now for fall 2026 at swtc.edu/apply. Southwest Tech, proud to serve Southwest Wisconsin. Our game brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. Our halftime brought to you by McNett Electric in Belmont. They can assist you with all your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric around call ready to help you, McNett Electric in Belmont. Also brought to you by Garthwaite Real Estate and New Home Construction.
Ball to start the second half.
Barneveld gets the ball to start somebody's last half of the season. Southwestern is going to state. Reedsville is going to state, and Prentice is going to state, and whoever wins here, 33-31, Sheboygan Lutheran to start the second half. Barneveld moving right to left in the home white jerseys. Poed at the left wing. Bounce pass out near half court, and Jasinski. Now Thousand with it to the left wing. Shipman drives, pass to the corner. And a fall-away jumper from the right side of the lane doesn't go. Sheboygan Lutheran back with the rebound. Michael with it. Over to the baseline and then back out. And a corner three. That doesn't go. And grabbed by Barneveld on the rebound. Jogged up by Thousand. He drives. Gets the basket and a foul.
Thousand.
He kind of loped it up there and then all of a sudden took off. And Schulte gets called for his first. And Thousand, 71% foul shooter, will try to give Barneveld the lead and does. 34-33 Barneveld, 45 seconds into the second half. Over at the left wing, Leibum. He passes to the left side of the lane. And try to drive in, laid up and missed by Verhagen. Back comes Barneveld with it. Over at the right wing, and a fall-away three from the corner is short. Every once in a while, Barneveld kind of rushes a shot, it seems.
That they do.
Michael driving the lane, puts it up, but only hit the bottom of the twine. Back comes Barneveld with the ball and a 1-point lead. Larson at the left wing. And passes over to Poed. And Jasinski now picked up by Thousand at the left wing. Now Shipman with it. He drives into the lane, gets two defenders. Back out for Thousand. Left wing, he'll put it up for three. Doesn't get it. Tipped up in the air and chased down in the corner. And a reset. In the lane. The pass to the corner, and Jasinski, he drives and then passes over to the right wing. Shipman drives, puts it up, short. Battle for the rebound, a wrestling match. And that'll be a foul on Barneveld.
It looked like it should have been a jump ball first, but they're going to end up giving the foul call.
Well, they let him play until they didn't.
Right, until there was a foul. It seemed like it was tied up. They had both had mutual control for about 3 to 5 seconds.
Schoaf called for his first foul. Each team one foul, and then lost out of bounds as McCoy Michael was bringing it up the near side of the floor. He just dribbled it out of bounds.
Great defense there by Connor Jasinski to force him toward the sideline. Again, both teams they've both the teams have kind of gone through that, brain space for a couple of moments. I think other people call it a different way, but you get the idea.
Where's the end line has been the problem tonight. That's a third one of those for Sheboygan Lutheran. Here's Durst back in the game, into the lane, then passes, and the turnaround shot doesn't go, but Durst gets the rebound.
Oh, nice move.
And then up to the lane, and rolls out for Larson. Another rebound. That doesn't go. Durst fighting for it, and he gets fouled.
Now they're going to call a foul. Great hustle by Mason Durst, keeping it alive.
Our game brought to you by Claire Bank with 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. And Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist. Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. Second foul on Verhagen. Foul again on Sheboygan Lutheran.
Hunter Larson drives to the hole, and he was fouled as he went up for the layup.
So head to the foul line. He's an excellent foul shooter, 83%. Second foul on James Schulze. And the first free throw makes it 35-33. Barneveld. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. We're also brought to you by Pilling Electric Service and PE Pump Service in Montfort. Second free throw good, 36-33. Barneveld by 3, 15-21 left in the second half. Their largest lead, 4 points. Remember that Sheboygan Lutheran got off to a 10-0 start. But the Golden Eagles came back from that. Here's a drive from the left wing, laid up, but missed by Michael. And the rebound grabbed by Barneveld. And Larson, a one-hander, good from the lane. 38-33. Barneveld now largest lead is 5 points. Big three by Leonard. Then a left wing three. That doesn't go. High off the glass. Rebound grabbed. Foul.
Oh, they're going to call a foul on Hunter Larson.
And he tries to plead his case. That's when the officials all become deaf.
Oh, they're calling on Connor Jasinski. I don't even know why that was called.
His first. Here's Leonard up top. Over to the right wing. And Libum. Now left side of the lane to Hackbar, the right side of the lane. And Hackbar fights his way in but misses the shot. Durst there to disrupt. Now a pass down to Larson. Laid up and in!
That boy, Hunter.
40-33 Barneveld. 14-18 left of the second half. Libum, pass up top. That was a spectacular move, Michael. To the lane. Puts it up. Gets the basket. That was a great move. And a foul.
Split the defense.
14:07 left in the second half. Now Jasinski just got his first foul. Now has 2. We're brought to you by Utter Brothers Creamery in Boscoville, Fritz's Burner Service in Darlington, and McKeon Landscaping Services in Blanchardville. Free throw good. Completes the three-point play. And the ball walked up the floor. Now at the foul line, Pode moves in, puts it up, doesn't get the drop. And a foul on the rebound. That's on Sheboygan Lutheran. With 13:55 left in the second half.
The Sheboygan foul is number 25, Zachary Leonard. His first.
Zach Leonard called for his first. 4 now on the Crusaders. We're brought to you by Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management in Platteville. Great Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld. Well, we'll get to that in a moment.
Hunter Larson missed a 3.
And back the other way comes Sheboygan Lutheran, and laying it up and in is McCoy Michael to make it 40-38. 13:40 left of the second half. Over at the right wing is Shipman. And Durst splits defenders, but short on the shot. It may have been blocked.
He wanted to get a foul.
And back comes Sheboygan Lutheran. And driving in is Lebum, puts it up and in. And suddenly we're tied.
Baby hook in the lane.
Tied at 40. 13-13 left in the second half. And a timeout.
Full timeout.
Barneveld calls timeout. We're tied at 40. 13-10 left second half. Back after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 7.
Agriculture isn't a headline. It's a heartbeat. It's the sound of machinery starting before dawn, the weight of decisions that affect generations, the resilience it takes to keep going season after season. At Brownfield Ag News, we tell those stories while delivering the markets, weather, policy, and innovation that shape rural America. From local field reports to national ag policy, Brownfield connects you to the people, places, and perspectives that matter most. We cover agriculture the way it deserves to be covered, with respect, accuracy, and a deep understanding of the land and the people who work it. No matter where you farm or how you're connected to agriculture, Brownfield keeps you informed and engaged. Brownfield Ag News, where agriculture lives. Find us on your local Brownfield radio station, streaming online, in podcasts, newsletters, social media, and on brownfieldagnews.com nationwide daily.
In Game 7.
Grand Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grand Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Tied at 40, 13-10 left, second half. Winner will join Southwestern, Reedsville, and Prentice in the Division 5 state tournament Friday morning at the Kohl Center. Jasinski drives, loses the ball, but that's because he was fouled.
Reaching in Zach Leonard.
Zachary Leonard is second, the team's fifth.
Leonard's second foul already. 5 fouls in 5 minutes in the second half on Sheboygan Lutheran. And over at the left wing is Jasinski. Passes right side of the lane to 1,000. Now right wing pass. And then back out. Now the right side of the lane again is 1,000. Back out to Durst. Durst looks around. Ball is fumbled. Bad pass.
Yep.
And it is back to Sheboygan Lutheran. And driving from the left wing, but missing the shot. And back comes Barneveld with it. Here's Jasinski at the left wing. Goes to the lane. Spin move. Traveling. I think that Tyler Sullivan did not appear to care for that foul call as he's talking to an official. We're brought to you by Saunders Oil Company, Warren, Illinois. First Response Excavation and Grading in Bloomington. Bender Outdoors on the Square in Lancaster. And Northland Buildings. 12-13 left second half. We're tied at 40. Lob underneath. And the shot partially blocked off Hackbarth. That was a nice pass from Libum, but they couldn't finish. And a right wing three by 1,000 doesn't go. And the rebound grabbed by the Crusaders, brought up by Libum over to the right wing. And in the lane, putting it up and in is Libum, and Sheboygan Lutheran leads. 42-40, 11:40 left in the second half. At the right wing, Shipman, foul line jumper, doesn't drop. Ball loose and picked up by the Crusaders, and it's Michael with it. Pass over to the left wing, and an open three, but it doesn't go. And fighting for the rebound was Shipman, but it's grabbed back and put in by Hackbar.
Golden Eagles look gassed right now.
44-40. Sheboygan Lutheran by 4 with 11:10 left in the second half. Larson between the circles. Over to the right wing, and Shipman. And Shipman, a long three. That doesn't go. And back comes Sheboygan Lutheran. A fake three by Hackbarth. Over to the right wing, and Leonard. Now pass back out, and the three for Libum doesn't go. It goes over the top. They didn't call it.
Now, it stayed on this side just because of how high up we are.
Here's a three from the corner. That doesn't go for Pode. And Sheboygan Lutheran rebounds with 10:30 left in the second half. A little bit of full court pressure now by the Eagles. Ball brought up by Michael to the baseline. He lays it up and in.
Nice stutter step.
46-40. with 10:13 left in the second half, and suddenly it's a 6-point lead for Sheboygan Lutheran, and foul nowhere near the ball. It was underneath. And that's going to be on Libum, his first, but that is the 16th foul on Sheboygan Lutheran.
Timeout Barneveld. They're trying to break something on this 13-0 run by Sheboygan Lutheran.
10:08 remaining in the second half, 46-40. Sheboygan Lutheran back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In Game 8. People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Whether you are mowing, grading, or just taking care of your property, you need the proven reliability of #1 selling Kubota compact tractors to help you get it all done right. Stop by Ritchie Implement today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $37.50 now through February 28th. See Ritchie's or go to KubotaUSA.com. See them or go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for a full disclaimer. Ritchie Implement in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster. In Game 8.
Our game also brought to you by American Legion Post 433 in Barneveld, WCC Brands Customer Apparel in Kieler, and WCC-Brands.com, and Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City, and at ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com. In the lane, Pode lays it up and makes the basket. And that stops the run. 46-42, Sheboygan Lutheran with 9:48 left of the second half. Barneveld called the timeout. They're down to 2 remaining. Here's Hackbarth at the foul line, back to Leonard. Now between the circles is Michael. He looks back out, and Leonard for 3 off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, however, and driving and getting fouled is Hackbarth.
They're going to call that on Hunter Larson, too. It looked like he got all ball.
That is his second foul, 4 on Barneveld. Hackbarth will shoot a pair. Excellent free throw shooter at 78%, but the first one misses. Golden Eagle Bar and Grill offers great food with a fun atmosphere in Barneveld. Gather your family and friends and enjoy a great meal out at the Golden Eagle Bar and Grill in Barneveld.
Check out their Monster Burger.
Monster Burger, thanks for the note.
And their Friday Fish had that last night after the state contest.
47-42, second free throw good. 5-point Crusader lead with 9:18 left of the second half. And Shipman stops up top. Now gets it to Pode. Pode puts it up from the left side of the lane. Good. 47-44. 3-point Crusader lead as we come down to 9 minutes left in somebody's season, or at least in regulation thereof. Spin move by Hackbarth in the lane. Lays it up and in. 49-44 with 8:47 left of the second half. Shipman goes to the right wing. To the foul line now. Now he goes to the left wing, and Shofu's in the game. He goes to the foul line. Passes behind him to Pode. Back to Shipman at the right wing. Shipman trying to shake a defender. Up top, Durst for 3. Bullseye!
Attaboy!
Mason Durst. And it's 49-47 with 8:16 left of the second half. Brought up by Libum. Over to the left wing, and a 3 that does not go, and the rebound grabbed, and a foul in the backcourt.
Frustration foul.
And the trip to the foul line begins for Barneveld with 8:06 left of the second half. That's the 7th foul on Sheboygan Lutheran, 2nd on Libum. And Ty Thousand to 1-1.
Hunter Larson at the line.
Hunter Larson, excuse me. 11, not 1.
Nice.
First free throw good, 49-48. Anytime Roofing, visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help with your next roofing or siding project.
And just a reminder, too, the Barneveld American Legion Post 433 bingo is not happening tomorrow due to the incoming weather.
Second free throw is short, and the rebound grabbed by Sheboygan Lutheran. That was Verhagen on the rebound. Nearly a loss there. Libum now right wing, pass out to the corner, and a spin move, and a drive is short, however.
Good D.
And back comes Barneveld. They can get the lead back with 7:45 left in the second half. 49-48 Sheboygan Lutheran. Pode at the left wing. Thought hard about the three, but he gets it up top. 2,000 now at the right wing, and Shipman. Shipman looks, gets it inside, back out. Top of the silo, three for the lead. Off the rim by Durst, but an offensive rebound and a reset. And a foul.
Yep. Foul away from the ball. It's going to go on Zach Leonard, trying to post up down low was Mason Durst, and there had been a few fouls on Sheboygan Lutheran away from the ball. Barneveld trying to post up, and they're grabbing the Golden Eagle player. That's why we're seeing these fouls away from the ball.
Leonard with 3 fouls. Sheboygan Lutheran with 8. 1-1 for Durst.
Boom.
First free throw good. And we're tied at 49 with 7:21 left of the second half. Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby Joe, Hans Alson, or Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel. Second free throw gives Barneveld the lead. 50-49. 7:20 left of the second half. We'll have to get a count of how many ties and lead changes there have been in this game. There have been a lot. Mm-hmm. What else would you expect from a sectional final, right?
Right. 9-3 spurt here for the Golden Eagles.
Left wing three does not go, and the rebound by Durst.
Yes. Come on, boys.
Brought up by Shipman up the far side. 7 minutes left in somebody's season in regulation. Shipman goes to the corner, now back out to the wing on the right side. Drives into the lane, pass to the corner. Jasinski drives, puts it up, doesn't get the drop. And the rebound grabbed by Verhagen and brought up with 6:40 left of the second half. Here's Libum, right wing. Lobs it over to Michael at the deep left wing. Now he goes in on Shipman to the corner, then back out to Leonard. Here's Libum right at the point. Back to Leonard in the corner, and he gets fouled with 6:23 left of the second half.
Foul on Connor Jasinski. Yep, he got beat and he fouled him. Watch the battle down low. Mason Durst, number 4 for the Golden Eagles, as Brennan Hackbarth is trying to post up. A battle of two guys around 6'5", 6'6". It's been a battle away from the ball.
Third foul on Jasinski. 5 team fouls now. The throw out to half court, nearly stolen, but brought up by Leonard. And Leonard drives the lane, got a shot blocked. Back comes Barneveld. Here's Pode with it. Takes it in short on the shot.
He traveled and they didn't call it.
And back the other way, laid up and in by Leonard. And Sheboygan Lutheran leads 51-50 in a timeout with 6:04 left in the second half. Back after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 9.
Hi, Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-507-4900. That's 800-507-4900. In game 9.
Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialists also bringing you today's game. The pros at Brian's get the job done right. For unexpected things or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. We're also brought to you by Russell Law Offices, Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. 2 timeouts left for Barneveld, 3 for Sheboygan Lutheran. They just called one. 6 minutes left in the second half, 51-50, Sheboygan Lutheran. Here's Jasinski, right wing. Goes between the circles, now passes over to Larson, deep left wing. Larson looking inside, heads to the lane, lays it up and in!
Hunter Larson.
Barneveld back up, 52-51, 5:36 left of the second half. Boy, what a game this has turned out to be. Leonard up top, now pass over the left wing. And lobbed inside, then back out. And a shovel into the corner from Michael. Michael drives the lane, gets 3 defenders. Now over to Verhagen. Pass at the left wing, laid up, and no good, but a foul. With 5:14 left of the second half. We're brought to you by Breckler Insurance Group. For all your insurance needs, see Steve Lindusky at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. Second foul on Mason Durst, and Libum hits the free throw to tie the game at 52. West End Salvage in Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz of the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste to West End Salvage in Lancaster. Both free throws good. Sheboygan Lutheran back up, 53-52, 5:12 left in the second half. Setting up at the right wing. And a jumper from the foul line and a miss for Jasinski. Back comes Sheboygan Lutheran with it. Under 5 minutes in the second half and a 1-point Crusaders lead. And here's Libum between the circles, goes to the left wing, passes to the corner, and a 3. No good. And the rebound is grabbed by Durst. 4:40 left of the second half.
Don't force anything here if you're Barneveld. Let something come in rhythm. Don't try to play hero ball.
At the left of the point, Shippen pass to the corner and Pode. He'll put it up for 3 in the lead. Doesn't get it. Offensive rebound by Durst, and he got it. Jasinski, he gets the rebound basket. Barneveld back up, 54-53, 4:14 left in the second half.
Seesaw battle here.
Here's a 3 from the left wing, bullseye. McCoy Michael makes it 56-54 Sheboygan Lutheran as we come down to 4 minutes in the second half.
Look for Hunter Larson here.
Jasinski to Pode at the left wing. And Durst right at the point. He drives to the foul line, fumbles it, picks it back up. Pode at the left wing. Here's Larson with it near the corner. Larson backing in, gets defenders, puts it up, and doesn't get the drop. It goes out. No, saved. And a foul is called.
Nope. Ball landed on the baseline, and they're saying it was out of bounds last touch by Sheboygan Lutheran.
So back to Barneveld with 3:36 left in the second half. And here's a shot from the corner by Larson. Doesn't go, foul on the rebound.
Hunter Larson's 3 goes over the backboard. It's going to be out of bounds. Sheboygan Lutheran basketball.
Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique, will honor personal requests and traditions. Matt and Laura Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville. 3:22 left of the second half, 56-54. Sheboygan Lutheran with the lead and the ball. And here is Leonard. Pass between the circles. And Libum over to Hackbarth at the right wing. Hackbarth drives in, runs into Larson, but Larson called for the foul.
I don't like that one because he had Brendan Hackbarth. He started losing his balance. He hit his own leg, and he leaned back into Hunter Larson, and they called a blocking foul. That's a bad call.
Hunter Larson's 3rd foul, but more importantly, Barneveld's 7th.
Both teams are going to be shooting all the way through.
Shooting for Sheboygan Lutheran, Brendan Hackbarth.
Hackbarth, the 1-and-1, and the first one is good, 57-54. West End Salvage in Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz of the West End Salvage team for recycling, as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage in Lancaster. Both free throws good, 58-54. Sheboygan Lutheran as we come down to 3 minutes left in the second half. Here's Shipman to the right wing. Pass over to Larson. Now Durst at the left wing. Durst Drives inside, lost the ball. It was swatted away by Seafelt and goes back to Barneveld with 2:49 left of the second half.
Yeah, and Sheboygan Lutheran right now, they're saying it went off of Barneveld's foot, but they got away with a foul.
We're brought to you by Veterinary Associates Hazel Green and Galena and Lau Financial Group in Platteville, and whistles all over.
And there's a warning to Sheboygan Lutheran's coaching staff.
Well, that would be interesting if they got teed up here. Here's the pass to the corner. 2:45 left second half, 4 points, Sheboygan Lutheran lead. Spin move by Larson in the lane, loses the ball. Wrestling match for it, and it's Sheboygan Lutheran basketball. With 2:35 left in the second half. Here's Libum at the deep left wing being trapped in front of his coach, Nick Verhagen. And then Michael throws it.
But timeout called first.
Timeout with 2:25 left of the second half. Sheboygan Lutheran leading. Barneveld 58-54. We're brought to you by Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist, Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. Book your parties today at the High Point Steakhouse in Ridgeway. The Grand Ballroom is the perfect place to host holiday parties for family and friends, along with business meetings, weddings, and more. High Point Steakhouse in Ridgeway. Herms' Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Herms' Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Herms' for the perfect paint for your next project. Herms' Ace Hardware, Bloomington, and Platteville. We're also brought to you by Community First Bank, in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. See at bank.com, member FDIC. 2:25 left in the second half. 58-54. Sheboygan Lutheran. Both teams with 2 team fouls. Both teams in the bonus. Zach Leonard back in for Sheboygan Lutheran. Possession arrow pointing at Sheboygan Lutheran on a held ball, and there are no members to the moment of the 4-foul club. Here is Hackbarth between the circles, goes right wing, spin move in the lane, gets past the defenders, and makes the shot.
That was good defense, too, by Durst.
60-54 as we come down to 2 minutes left. And Barneveld needs points. They don't need to score a 3, but they need to score pretty much any time down the floor, and they're going to get a chance here as Thousand goes down, and the other 24, Verhagen, called for the foul. That's his third. 9 team fouls. And Thousand will shoot the 1-and-1 with 1:58 left in the second half. Hits the first. 60-55. We're brought to you by McNett Electric in Belmont. They can assist you with all your electrical needs, whatever they need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew, McNett Electric, are out call ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont. Both free throws good. 60-56 with 1:58 left of the second half. Michael in the backcourt. Hackbarth crosses half court with the ball. Team fouls 7 on Barneveld, 9 on Sheboygan Lutheran. Pass over the left wing, and Leonard with it.
Barneveld's going to have to push the issue here because with $1:35 to play, they can just dribble the ball out.
And a drive underneath, laid up and in by Libum to make it 62-56 with 1:25 left of the second half. Over to the left wing and Pode. Pode out to the right side and laying it up. No basket, but free throws coming up. With 1:15 left of the second half.
Zach Linder's now part of the 4-foul club.
The charter member tonight, and Mason Durst will shoot 2. That's 10 team fouls on Sheboygan Lutheran, but misses the first. We're brought to you by Garthwaite Real Estate and New Home Construction and Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. Also, Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist at Jordan Wilson. Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. Second free throw good, 62-57 timeout. With 1:15 left. Barneveld down to 1 timeout now and 2 for Sheboygan Lutheran. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. We're also brought to you by by, let's see here, Southwest Tech and Fenimore, building careers and strengthening communities across Southwest Wisconsin. Apply now for fall 2026 at swtc.edu/apply. Southwest Tech, proud to serve Southwest Wisconsin. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Barneveld in the super bonus. Sheboygan Lutheran in the bonus. 1 timeout left for Barneveld, 2 for Sheboygan Lutheran. Possession arrow pointing at Sheboygan Lutheran. And only 1 player with 4 fouls, and that's Zach Leonard. But the bigger thing, 62-57, Sheboygan Lutheran with 1:15 left in the second half. Although, as we know from Southwestern's game, being down 2 possessions at this point is not a fatal thing.
No, but right now, Barneveld, they need to get, more likely get a turnover is what you really want to get, especially in the backcourt. If you don't, maybe you look at fouling, because right now time is precious, even with 1:15 to go.
Full court pressure by the Eagles, and the inbounds to Hackbarth, and then brought up by Libum, and he crosses half court with 1:07 left to the second half.
Gotta start trapping.
Libum over to the left corner, and Michael back to Libum near half court. Over to the right wing, and Hackbarth.
There's going to hold it.
53 seconds left to the second half. Over to the right wing, now driving is Hackbarth. The shot is blocked, but grabbed by Sheboygan Lutheran.
How was
they
that
get
not
the
called
rebound
travel?
with 44 seconds left to the second half. And
Now
now
they gotta foul him.
Hackbarth, and now the foul.
Wow. How was that not a called travel?
39.2 seconds left to the second half.
3 steps were taken by Sheboygan Lutheran, and they didn't call it.
Shooting 1-1 for Sheboygan Lutheran, Brennan Hackbarth.
Hackbarth will shoot 2. The foul is on Jasinski, his second.
Actually, his 4th.
Yep, now they got it fixed. First free throw, no good.
There we go.
And Poe rebounds. You got time, 35 seconds left, but they need to score. They don't need a 3, but they need to score.
There we go.
And driving is Larson, lays it up too hard. And
Foul.
the rebound grabbed by Hackbarth, and he is fouled with 26 seconds left in the second half.
Hunter Larson talking to the officials saying, I was fouled on that layup.
And instead, the foul is called on Thousand, and that is his 4th foul.
Shooting 1-1 for the Crusaders, Brennan Hackbarth.
And Hackbarth again, and he's the guy to he's not the guy to foul because he's a 78% shooter. And the first free throw is good. 63-57.
First points by either team in almost a minute.
Second free throw is good. 64-57, Sheboygan Lutheran. 25 seconds left. Quickly brought up. And the 3, right wing, doesn't go for Jasinski. Offense, or a foul now called. No, traveling. Barneveld will get it back with 15.1 seconds left, but they are down 3 possessions.
Got 1 timeout. They're trying to hold on to it, hoping to get a quick 3, then call timeout.
It'll be inbounded by Shippen from the far side of the backboard. And the lob pass up top over to the left wing. Pope takes the 3, gets the defender a bye, puts it up for 3, doesn't get it. Rebound grab with 7 seconds left. And McCullough Michael with it. And Sheboygan Lutheran's going to go back to state. Final score, Sheboygan Lutheran 64, Barneveld 57. Eagles season ends at 23-6, and Sheboygan Lutheran at 22-7 will join Southwestern, Reedsville, and Prentice in the Division 5 state tournament at the Kohl Center in Madison Friday morning. 64-57, Sheboygan Lutheran beats Barneveld to go to state. More after this on 97.7 Country WGLR.
In game 10.
Timeout. All right. right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Hello, Daryl with Multiple Ventures Duct Cleaning. Not duct, air duct. At Multiple Ventures Duct Cleaning, we can clean your air ducts so you can breathe easy, cutting down on dust and helping your system run more efficient. A clean home is a healthy home. We also can do your dryer vents. Call us today at 608-306-2541. And be sure to follow Multiple Ventures Duct Cleaning on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Breathe easy with Multiple Ventures Duct Cleaning.
In Game 10.
Prairie Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. On 97.7 Country WGLR and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Waverly Center Monroe. Barneveld is getting their runner-up trophies, medals, 64-57. Sheboygan Lutheran returns to state. They finished in second place last year. And Tyler Sullivan will get the silver plaque.
No, there is no plaque.
Oh, there isn't anymore.
No, there's never been a plaque for runner-up at sectionals. It's just been medals for the players.
Today's game brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. McNitt Electric in Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs, whatever they need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew, McNitt Electric, are on call, ready to help you. McNitt Electric in Belmont. Southwest Tech in Fenimore, building careers and strengthening communities across Southwest Wisconsin. Apply now for fall 2026 to this WTC.edu/apply. Southwest Tech, proud to serve Southwest Wisconsin. Garthwaite Real Estate and new home construction, and Claire Bank with very convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Sheboygan Lutheran now getting the medals for winning the sectional. I could have sworn I've seen sectional runner-up plaques. Well, I guess they got...
No.
I must have been...
No, the winner gets the plaque.
And this is Nick Verhagen coming out to get the plaque. And holds it up, and his team mobs him, of course. They know what to do, but that doesn't make this less of a thrill. 64-57, South Sheboygan Lutheran beats Barneveld to go back to state. And the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Postgame 3 minutes.
When it comes to your health, having the right team matters. At Medical Associates, more than 200 providers across 30 specialties work together in one connected system, making it easier for you to get the care you need. From preventative visits to specialized treatment, our team is here to guide and support you. With deep roots in the tri-state community, we're proud to be a trusted partner in your health. Medical Associates. Learn more at mahealthcare.com or call 563-584-4570.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Lancaster, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Bradley Breer, agent at Bradley Breer Agency, LLC. Call me at 608-723-2990, and let's talk about your insurance needs today. Contact Bradley Breer, agent at Bradley Breer Agency, LLC at 608-723-2990 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Hey, Brendan. The Clary race car is looking good. Did you pick a number yet?
Thanks. I can't decide between 6 or 7.
6 or 7?
Yeah, 6 or 7.
Well, I have a better number. How about 12 through 14?
What?
This is Sean Cleary of Cleary Building Corp. Stop into any Cleary Building office during our Customer Appreciation Day sale, March 12th, 13th, and 14th. Visit clearybuilding.com for more.
Whether you are mowing, grading, or just taking care of your property, you need the proven reliability of #1 selling Kubota compact tractors to help you get it all done right. Stop by Ritchie Implement today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $37.50 now through February 28th. See Ritchie's or go to KubotaUSA.com. See them or go to KubotaUSA.com/disclaimers for a full disclaimer. Ritchie Implement in Cobb, Barneveld, Darlington, and Lancaster.
97.7 Country welcomes Winona Judd and Melissa Etheridge to Wisconsin State Fair. One night.
Here we go.
The Raised on Radio Tour, Sunday, August 9th on the Big 5-9 main stage. The hits.
No one else on earth.
The history. Decades of chart-topping success with two of the most distinct voices in music. Win your tickets right now on the contest page at WGLR.com.
97.7 Country, WGLR.
Breaking news. A large rabbit carrying suspicious amounts of candy has been spotted in the area.
It's the Queen Bee Radio Easter Bunny Candy Drive-Thru with State Farm agent Jordan Holthouse. Wednesday, March 25th from 5 to 6 p.m. Every kid gets a free bag of candy and goodies while supplies last. No egg hunting required. Just buckle up and roll through our studio parking lot. Don't miss the Queen Bee Radio Easter Bunny Candy Drive-Thru. Learn more on our Facebook events page.
It's time for the Tri-State Roofing Postgame Show. This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental. And Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and Laley Center Monroe. 64-57, Sheboygan Lutheran beats Barneveld. To go back to state, the Crusaders players are now it's assistant coaches.
Cutting down the net
to our right. Sheboygan Lutheran led in scoring by Oliver Libum with 23 points. Brennan Hackbarth with 18. McCoy Michael with 13. Zach Leonard with 7 off the bench. And Ben Verhagen with 3 points. Hunter Larson playing his last high school game, but went out with a bang, 20 points. Mason Durst with 14 off the bench. Ty Thousand playing his last game with 8. Cooper Shipman playing his last game with 5 points. Judson Pogue playing his last game with 4 points. And Connor Jasinski playing his last game with 2 points. There's a fair number of last games there.
6 of them. Six seniors for the Barneveld Golden Eagles. I'm sorry, 7. It helps if I can count.
Let's talk about the most valuable player presented by Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. Herms's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Herms's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Libum?
I think so. You looked at, Barneveld did what they needed to do, and they slowed down Brennan Hackbarth. You come into a game averaging 23 points per game. We really didn't talk about him that much. So Barneveld was able to do well in that. You got to give hats off to the sophomore, for Barneveld Golden Eagles, is absolutely taking care of business. Mason Durst. He's definitely a rising star. Now, look out for him the next 2 years. He was not intimidated in this one. He did make a couple of mistakes. Again, youth mistakes, being a sophomore, maybe not being at this level, but he really did a great job on defense against Brennan Hackbarth. So that's why he's not our MVP, because he didn't take the game over But the Sheboygan Lutheran team, they're so talented that you can't shut everybody down. And when another guy comes up and is able to grab it, hey, you just got to tip your cap.
Our West End Salvage scrapper of the game, the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage in Lancaster.
You know, you're talking a little bit about Brendan Hackbarth being that. You know, how about we go with two of them? And what maybe with two of them, you got to give, giving one to Sheboygan Area Lutheran. You talk with Hackbarth. I'm going to give it to the seniors for Barneveld because they were down 10-0 at the beginning of this game. And Barneveld scratched and clawed their way back into it. Hey, they had a 7-point lead in the second half, too. So you kind of got to give it, I think, to Barneveld because I don't think anybody gave Barneveld a chance in this game.
Which leads to our Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today.
That's easy for me on this one. Actually, there's two of them. 13-0 run by Sheboygan Lutheran over 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Barneveld had a 7-point lead. Then it was at 40-33. So Barneveld started off with a 9-0 run in the second half. Then Sheboygan Lutheran went on a 13-0 run of their own to go up by 6, 46-40. Barneveld came back and they took the lead once again at 50-49 with 7:20 to go. Back and forth. It was a big three with 4:05 to go. Barneveld had a 1-point lead, 54-53. Then there was a big three with 4:05 to go, 56-54. And that is, well, pretty much, so I don't want to say it was sealed the deal, but that was from that point on, Sheboygan Lutheran had the lead and carried it all the way to the end.
64-57, Sheboygan Lutheran beats Barneveld. The Crusaders go back to state. We'll tell you who they will be at state with after these messages on 97.7 Country WGLR.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
I'm weatherology meteorologist Derek Height with a significant weather update. A blizzard warning begins at 7 p.m. tomorrow evening and continues until 4 p.m. Monday. A blizzard warning generally means that a winter storm currently affecting the region will cause significantly reduced visibility due to the combination of high winds and blowing or falling snow. This will likely lead to zero or near zero visibility with whiteout conditions, at least locally. In conditions such as these, travel is not advised. If you must travel, please have a winter survival kit with you. If you get stranded, stay in your vehicle and call or wait for help to arrive. A high wind warning begins at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon and continues until 10 a.m. Monday. A high wind warning means high wind speeds will pose a hazard with sustained winds greater than 40 miles an hour or wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour or more. Winds this strong can cause significant travel difficulties on local roadways, especially for high-profile vehicles. In addition, winds may cause tree damage, including downed limbs and in some spots power outages. A blizzard warning begins at 7 p.m. tomorrow evening and continues until 4 p.m. Monday. A high wind warning begins at 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon and continues until 10 a.m. Monday. Stay tuned for additional updates. I'm meteorologist Derek Height.
97.7 Country, WGLR.
Attention, parents. It's the Easter Bunny here, and there's about to be a major candy drop. The Queen Bee Radio Easter Bunny Candy Drive-Thru with State Farm agent Jordan Holthouse is Wednesday, March 25th from 5 to 6 p.m. Load up the kids and cruise through our parking lot for a free bag of candy and goodies for every kid while supplies last. No getting out of the car. Just drive through and watch the smiles multiply faster than jelly beans in a basket. Learn more about the Queen Bee Radio Easter Bunny Candy Drive-Thru on our Facebook events page.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lavely Center, Monroe. You know, if you do this long enough, you're going to see literally everything take place. We have never been interrupted by a winter storm warning before.
No, we haven't. Well,
until now.
It is that time of year, though, Steve, because my mom always said that there's always, it's boys tournament time when there is a big winter storm. I don't remember this happening. Like you said, broadcasting games of, oh, by the way, we interrupt this game going to state that you're not going to be going anywhere.
If you don't get home tonight, you have difficulty tomorrow.
I think we'll be fine in our area tonight and even through midday tomorrow. But Sunday night and through the day on Monday, I'm going to anticipate that there's going to be no school on Monday.
Well, whether there is
weather,
yes, weather causes cancellations or postponements, you can check them out in the morning on the Queen Bee, Monday morning on the Queen Bee, actually tomorrow morning too, on the Queen Bee family of radio stations and at WGLR.com/cancellations. Maybe we can run over that list one more time before we're done. But
we will. I'm getting all the weather stuff right now while you wrap up our stuff here.
But it is time first before that for the Shoebox Scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. So here is the Division 5 field. In addition to Sheboygan Lutheran beating Barneveld 64-57, Southwestern gets 2 free throws in the final seconds and defeats Wisconsin Rapids Assumption 54-43. That was on Super Hits 106, so Southwestern goes to state. Prentice a winner over Turtle Lake 62-58, so Prentice goes to state. And Reedsville over Tigerton 56-45, so it'll be Southwestern, Sheboygan Lutheran, Reedsville, and Prentice all going to state in Division 5. The 2 games, 9:05, and then after that, Friday morning, breakfast at the Kohl Center. I wonder what they serve for breakfast at the Kohl Center. I think we'll all find this out.
Brats and beer?
Yeah, probably. And
and Bloody Marys.
And just imagine driving into Madison on Friday morning rush hour traffic to get to the Kohl Center. But we'll be doing it at any rate. Also today on the Shoebox Scoreboard, Lancaster season ends in the sectional final. They lose to Lake Mills 85-53. That was earlier today on 97.7 Country WGLR. And Michigan over Wisconsin 68-65 at the Big Ten tournament. That was on AM 5090 WPVL. Certainly the Badgers are going to the NCAAs. That will be announced tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock by the NCAA. And we will be bringing you the Badgers wherever they end up in the NCAA basketball tournament. Not bad for a team that some people were mistakenly tuning out earlier in this season.
Mm-hmm. But the Badgers have been so hit and miss, Steve. They can be world beaters. We've seen that. I mean, they almost could have won today, but they had to be down 15 2 days in a row to come back and take the lead.
Of course.
No, flair for the dramatics.
Right. So they win.
But then they lay an egg against Oregon.
Well,
that's why I say, the Badgers are world beaters. They can go to the Final Four. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if they lost in the first game either. And I love the Badgers. They're my favorite college team, other than the Pioneers. Trust me. This is called D1 Badgers.
Yeah.
Then the Pioneers.
And it's my alma mater. So.
Because you're a band geek.
And having called Iowa Grant games when Greg Gard was a senior. Yeah,
absolutely.
Anyway, back to this game. Barneveld, it was a game of kind of insane runs, really.
Yes.
When you have Sheboygan Lutheran with a 10-0 run
to start,
and then Barneveld got the lead, and it went back and forth throughout the first half, and then Barneveld had the 9-0 lead, but that got erased by the 13-0 run, and that kind of was the sealed the deal almost, basically.
Yeah, again, like I said, start off 10-0. Barneveld took the lead at 23-22 with 6:52 to go in the first half. Like, okay, that 10-0 lead wiped away. Barneveld could hang with Sheboygan Lutheran. That was no question on that once they came back. It was just where the mistakes were made. Again, just they don't seem big in the overall. Or they don't seem big overall, but they were big in those moments.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Southwestern a little bit quick here, because Wildcats...
if you watch the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel when we did our bracket reveal, I think if we can re-rack that, I said Southwestern would be underrated, they would be overlooked, and they would make it to state.
And my strong suggestion is do not overlook a team that finished in third in the SWAL. Because, of course,
exactly. That's what I was saying. They beat Darlington. And Darlington is a powerhouse. Mineral Point, a powerhouse as well. And then you got to look at Iowa Grant, Fenimore. Cuba City was the best 9-win team in the state of Wisconsin. They had a brutal schedule. So, there were no cupcakes in the SWAL Conference this season.
All right, run through those warnings again.
All right, we got it here for you. The warnings we have, let's go with Grant County right now. Grant County is under a winter storm warning. And that does not, keep in mind, this does not go into effect until tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. So tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. until 1 o'clock on Monday afternoon. It's a winter storm warning for Grant County, including Richland County, Crawford County, and then up toward La Crosse. La Crosse is under a winter storm warning over to Adams and Juneau County. Then you have the blizzard warning. That goes into effect, make sure I have this right, Sunday night, 7 p.m. So the blizzard warning does not go into effect till tomorrow night, 7 p.m. It does last until 4 p.m. on Monday. That is for all the counties in Iowa, also including northwestern Illinois with Joe Davies, Stevenson counties, right down the Mississippi River. Winter weather advisory. Now, this is it gets interesting here. A winter weather advisory is in effect from 7 o'clock tonight until 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for Sauk, Columbia counties. Right along there, Beaver Dam is included with that. Winter storm watch. It's still a winter storm watch for Iowa, Lafayette, Dane, Greene, Jefferson, Rock counties. They have not been upgraded yet. That will be an upgrade when? Probably tomorrow. Would not be surprised if it's a winter storm warning. Would not surprise me if everybody got upgraded to a blizzard warning as well. But they're saying it's going to be maybe some severe storms tomorrow here in southwest Wisconsin, northwest Illinois, and eastern Iowa.
Of course.
Severe thunderstorms, potential of that tomorrow afternoon. It's when it switches over to all snow and the blowing snow tomorrow right around sundown.
Meteorologist John Satterley with
and meteorologist Steve Prestigard as well, the Queen Bee Radio Sports Department weather guy.
Yeah, I see what you did there with the possible storms, but we'll be updating all of that. And if there are any cancellations or postponements or anything, we'll have those tomorrow morning and Monday morning on the Queen Bee family of radio stations and at WGLR.com/cancellations. RJ Osterhaus is our sports director. Rob Spankler is our program director or technical director. Johnny Page is our chief engineer. Thanks to the athletic director at Watertown High School, whose name somehow I didn't write down, but thanks also to Janan Raish and Randy Hendrickson, our statisticians today. Thanks to our sponsors who help us bring this game to you, and thank you for joining us. Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school basketball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors is a Queen Bee Radio Sports presentation on 97.7 Country WGLR Lancaster and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. Our two scores of note today: Sheboygan Lutheran over Barneveld 64-57, but Southwestern over Wisconsin Rapids Assumption 44-43. Southwestern heads to the Kohl Center for the Division 5 semifinal Friday morning, which we'll have at 8:35 or so, or 10:15 or so, here on 97.7 Country WGLR. From the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House, for John Sadley, I'm Steve Prestigard. The Tri-State's best variety of country is next, and we'll see you for State Boys Basketball Friday.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports